Hey everybody, this is Rich here, and welcome to the final part of the TARDIS modeling tutorial series. This is part 4, and again the final part. In this video we will be exporting our model and then bringing it into Element 3D and putting all of our textures that we created on it. And let's do it. So I'm going to take our camera and our lamp and delete it, because I don't need it, so I delete it. I rhymed. Awesome. So I'm going to hit A to make sure everything is deselected, then selected. I'm going to go to File, and then I'm going to go to Export Wavefront.obj. Now I have it saved as a preset right here. Oh, actually no I don't. That's right, I'm using Blender 2.67. But pretty much what I want to select here is Selection Only, Include Normals, and Triangulate Faces. And I'm going to save this as my Element 3D preset and enter. So that way whenever I need to do it, just click that. Okay, so let's check this out where I want it. Blender.obj. I'm just going to type in TARDIS and export. So it's exporting the model. And it might take a minute. There we go. And that's awesome. So I'm just going to save that. And we're going to exit out of this, and then we're going to go right into After Effects. Okay, so here we are in After Effects. I'm using CS6. And it's going to be very slow. Something's wrong with my computer. But let's get started. So I'm going to create just a new composition. I'll do 1280 by 720. I'll make it small. And I don't know, 1 minute's fine, I don't care. Turn the caps lock off. I'm going to go to Layer, create a new solid. Comp size, doesn't matter. I'm also going to go to Layer, New Camera. And I'll do 35mm. That's nice, okay. So on our black solid here, I'm going to come over here and type in Element. And I'll drag it on there. Wait for it to load. And I'm going to go to third res. Go into the scene setup. And we'll go to import. And let's navigate to where it is. Which is right here. So we'll click open. And I see we have an issue. The windows are see-through, but if I'm not mistaken, if we go to the TARDIS here, auto normals, no. Let's go to the window frame. Ah, there we go. Glass, we'll draw the back faces. Alright. And we'll do the same thing for the lantern. I see. We'll draw the back faces. And the light, draw the back faces. That was bad. So anyway, we have everything all nice and set up. So what I'm going to do real quick is come into here. I'm going to go into my thing here where we have it. TARDIS 2, TARDIS Tut, Maps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this on my other screen over here. And then I'm going to just start dragging and dropping. So drag that over here. And let's go down to here to the posts. So we have the diffuse texture slot here. I'm going to go to, actually, where are we here? Those are the posts. So let's look for it here. Posts, diffuse. So I'm going to drag that into there. And then I'm going to drag the normal map into the normal slot. So if we come back into here, you can see it's all mapped. Beautiful. So where's the front? Here's the front. So we can even do, let's see, where is it? St. John graphic. Let's do that one next. So we'll drop this into the diffuse slot, and there it is. And I think it needs to actually be rotated, but I'm not worried about that. Then we can do the, what else? This is so awesome. Let's do the doors. Diffuse. And we have our normal bump. So, that's what it looks like. Oh, you know what? I totally realized that we forgot to do the frame. So, it's going to have an unknown texture on here. Wow, how the hell did I forget to do that? Well, if you kiddies really want to, just go in and just UV unwrap this. Just go into the front faces and just add it in. That's all I could really say. Wow, how did I totally forget that? You know what? Let's just add the rest of the textures and then I'll go in and fix that. So let's go to our graphic, which would be... what is our graphic? I'm lost. Oh, okay, so our graphic would be this one here. Police Public Call Box. See, here's the issue we'll run into. So since we have to go in and fix it, we'll fix that too. So these two are upside down. So the left and the back side need to be rotated. So got to make a mental note of that. Okay, so then we'll also drop the normal map on there. Actually, no, that one doesn't have a normal map. I lied. Clear that out of there. So the police box would, which has the normal map. We'll drop that into there. And what else? What else? The roof. Let's do the roof. The roof is on fire. So we have the diffuse, and we have the normal. And let's take a look at that. That looks actually really cool. Alright. Next we have the door frame, which is actually the one that we forgot. So that's what it'll look like if you forget that. We have the phone door graphic, which is that one. So we'll come to our phone door diffuse. We'll drop that on there. And we'll throw the normal map on there as well. Okay. What else do we have here? Phone door wood, same exact texture. And same normal map. Okay. So lantern metal. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier with using the Pro Shaders. So I have the presets. I have the Pro Shaders presets, and you can get it from Video Copilot. I think it costs like $100 or less. I don't know. I don't remember. But I got it with the bundle. So I'm going to go into the metal, and I'm going to go to Metal Grunge, and I'm going to just drop that on there. So we can come down here, we can draw the back faces and take a look. That's what it looks like. Awesome. So what I'm actually going to do is go to the diffuse. I'm going to turn that down to 0. And I'm going to turn the specular color to somewhat of a light blue. And the reflection, same thing, like a light blue like that. And then for the diffuse color down here, I'm going to type in 2457C. So it turns it into the TARDIS blue. And I'm actually just going to copy this. And since we're on that subject, let's go through all these and just quickly take care of that. So I Control V, choose OK. That's what that'll look like. And same thing with the base. Control V. Box wood. Control V. Roof. Control V. not the graphic, but the wood. Control V. Doors. Control V. And did I forget anything? No, I didn't. Okay. So we will also go into the, where is it? Let's do the window frame. I'm going to go into plastic. I'm going to use plastic white 01. Drop that onto there. And we'll draw the back faces. So actually, since we'll go in there to fix this, we'll fix that as well. And glass, I'm going to go into translucent. I'm going to take frosty, drop it on there. And again, draw the back faces. I just like the way that looks. And since we're also in translucent, I want to go to blur orb, and that's going to go onto the light. And as usual, draw back faces. That just looks awesome. And that is basically that. So what I'm going to do next is the door handles. And I guess we can go into metal. And metal grunge. Why not? Door handle. Can't really tell because it's so small. And I also just remember we forgot to model the lock. Wow, I'm forgetful. So for the door frame for now, I'm just going to do just the 2457C, okay, just to blend it in a little bit. Maybe make it just a little darker. Just choose OK. So I'm actually going to be lazy and not do that. But I will fix the graphics though. Now if you turn off draft textures, yep, it froze. Okay, so if you turn off draft textures, you see that's what we got. And let's go in and fix the left side and the back side. Okay, so back into Blender here. Let's tab into this. We need to do the left side and the back side. So I'm just going to make sure all selected. We're going to rotate on the Y 180 degrees. Enter. Done. Tab. And yeah, I'm not going to worry about this. And I'll show you something really quick on modeling the door handle, the door lock. So let's go into front view. Shift A. We will add a circle, and we'll just rotate it on the x-axis by 90 degrees. We'll tab into it. Vertice mode. We'll hit E to extrude, and we'll scale it in. About like that. Extrude, scale, extrude, scale, extrude. Alt M. And we can just go into the face here. Actually, let's go into vertice mode. And we're in the front view. Let's actually just go into side view. A. Extrude this back. We'll alt click on here. And we'll just scale that in. Just to cheat this a little bit, we'll go into face select mode. Select like this and this. If I can't add. I can add it there. So maybe we'll select these guys, this guy, that guy. Maybe that guy as well, and that guy. And that guy. And we'll just hit extrude, and we'll extrude that in. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. So we'll select that guy. Just E to extrude. We'll push it back in there. Bam, we have a lock. Actually, let's delete those faces. So, delete faces. And hit Control 2. And do smooth shading. hit Control R, add a loop cut there, towards the back. Can actually add one right there, add another one there, and there. So we have a ghetto looking little lock. We can actually maybe even come into here. I think that's what I wanted to do. Take this and just maybe extrude that back. Looks ghetto, but that's okay. And we'll just scale it down. M, move it to the first layer, go to layer 1, and control space. Whoops. Select it all. Bring it up. Whoa. Why do I do that? We'll just scale it way down. And we'll just shove it right into here. Okay. So we just have a ghetto looking little lock. Maybe I'll just try to center it a little more. Actually, no, that's good. And we'll give it a new material. And we will call it lock. And don't really need to UV unwrap it, but I'm feeling special. Unwrap. Ugly. Okay. And let's go into the windows here. Hit AA and then Control N. Now we'll select everything again. Hit File, Export, Wavefront.obj, and we'll just override this. Awesome. And perfect. So we'll save that out. So we'll go back into After Effects, which it should automatically update the model. And we have to redo all the graphics again, all the textures. So give me 2 seconds and I will be right back. Okay, so I fixed everything and just going to choose OK. So we could take our camera here if we hit C. I'll see if I can go to full res. It might be very slow. And there we go. Looks awesome. So we can do a quick animation. If we go into the element layer, we can go to render settings. Maybe turn on ambient occlusion. And set this down to half res. The intensity I'll set up to maybe like 5. And I don't even know if it's showing up at all. Is it showing up? I can't see. If I go to full res, it actually looks pretty cool. So we set the camera like, excuse me, like up to here. We do a sweet little animation. And I'm actually going to make the ambient occlusion just a little bit browner, just a little bit. Like so. So we can maybe come up to here. Like so. We can hit P and Shift A. Set a position. And we'll move over a couple of seconds and we'll just orbit out. We can zoom out of here. Excuse me. And then we'll just put it up in the frame here. And whoops, that's actually not what I wanted to do. I thought that seemed a little funky. Okay, so we'll actually come to P, Shift A here. And we'll zoom in. We'll come out to just about 5 seconds. We'll zoom out, rotate. We'll zoom out of here. Like so. level it up. Do a nice cool little animation. We'll turn on the motion blur. And, excuse me, we'll also turn on the motion blur for the layer. So I'll do a RAM preview. Okay, now let's see how it looks. Actually, I'm going to go to the comp settings. I actually want to change this to 23.976 frames per second. And then let's re-render that real quick. Okay, so let's take a look here. So I think that looks really cool. And that's really about it. In another tutorial I plan on doing, we'll composite this over live footage. Unfortunately, I'm out of time. And until next time, any questions, just leave a comment below. And rate, comment, subscribe, please. I know I sound very boring in these things because can't help it. So, yeah. Until then, I'll see you next time.